Maxwell, tell us where you are and who you have to break down this particular issue with.
Okay, Kojo, I'm currently at the Independence Square, where in about 30 minutes or in 1 hour 30 minutes, there will actually be the presentation of 500 garbage trucks to MMDAs, to support their work in cleaning Ghana. Expected to be here is the sanitation minister herself. We would also, that's Cecilia Dapa, would also have here the local government, minister grazing the occasion. In the background are the garbage trucks, 150 of them here, but we are told there are 500. They kind of bring all of that here to the Independence Square. But standing here with me is the general manager for the Greater Accra Zoomlion, and his name is Morgan Aqua. I want to find out from you, Morgan. President Akufo-Addo said we want to make Accra the cleanest city, in Africa. First of all, I want to know how the private sector can contribute, to make this dream a reality.
Okay, thank you very much. The private sector, what we can do in helping the president achieve his vision is to increase our fleet and make sure that we support him. Gone are those days that we used to say that everything depends on the government. When we leave it for the government, achievement will be little. So we, the private sector, now we are in it. And when the president makes any pronouncement, we do everything possible to make him succeed. And when he succeeds, that is when we also succeed.
Yesterday, I was at the Kole Lagoon. I also visited the Odo Drain. It looks like the problem really is about the management of plastics. Some pundits, some critics have actually said that I can clean my home, I can clean my office. But the challenge is with the final disposal site. If you don't have that, then it means that we'll be working, but all the filth will still go back, to the storm drains that we have, the drainage systems that we have.
Yes, that is why now we are increasing our fleet. The first thing we have to do is to make sure that we have receptacles to contain the waste. About 30, 25 years ago, what we used to have is having illegal dump sites behind our houses and at some point. Now we want to get these receptacles to hold the waste. When we get these receptacles to hold the waste, you will not see what you are talking about. Then from there, we're also creating so many transfer stations so that we commute it from there to a transfer station. Then the transfer station will take it to the final disposal site. Land is now very scarce. So getting final disposal sites is very difficult. So in Accra, we just have Pong. Then Amasaman, where we have the final disposal site. There will be a time that we will not even have places to dump. So when we have these transfer stations, then we can get somewhere far. Then we take it there. Then we also do recycling and composting, other ways of reducing the waste that comes in the system. Yeah.
Now, if you go to other jurisdictions, waste segregation is a big thing. You have dustbins labeled, put your plastics here, put your, it is, people do it. But when you come to Ghana, even if you put the dustbins there and you label them that people should separate their waste, they really don't, respect that. The Accra mayor, the former Accra mayor yesterday, when we spoke to him, he called for a ban in plastics. I want to find out from you what you make of that culture of not separating our waste, and then also the call, to ban plastics.
Okay, the call to separate waste is very good. That is the ideal thing for us to do. But there is a process. What we are looking at is, at the end point, let us be ready to receive the separated waste. Because now, when they separate it at the households, then one car comes to pick them. Then it means they are separating it. Then the contractors will come and they'll put them together. So what we are looking at is having more compost plants, having recycling plants, then what we will do is from source we will separate them, then we can use it for the things that we need to use them for. Yes, and also the call on banning plastic waste. What happens is I would still repeat the 30 years ago thing, that when our mothers, when they were going to the market, they used baskets. They take the basket then to buy whatever they want to buy. But now, we go to the market without anything, then you are expected to give a polythene bag. Even when you buy a sachet of water, you buy 2, they give you plastic bag. And the cost is very low. That is why people are buying it. It is either we ban it, that is one, or we increase the prices of these things so that it reduces them in the system. When you go to Germany, when you have plastic and you take it to the shop where you bought it, you get a refund. So things of plastic that we use plastic for can be increased. When you return it, then you get a reduction. That would also go in a long way to help us.
Interesting suggestion from you, Morgan Aqua. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time, but you just heard from Morgan Aqua. He's the general manager of Greater Accra Zoomlion. And so we're still here at the Independence Square. Preparations are already in place for the presentation ceremony to commence. Expected here, the sanitation minister, and also we have the local government minister all grazing location. We're talking about the presentation of 500 garbage trucks to some MMDAs here in Ghana. Over to you in the studio, Mama V.
Maxwell, thank you. But Kojo, there's a lot of questions that we want to ask on the back of that. Will these trucks solve the problem? The ultimate dumping site, when you collect the refuse, there's a place where you dump them. And we've had issues with dumping sites as well.
Yeah.
And I guess many more questions that you got the opportunity to ask even yesterday.
Indeed. I was interested in what sort of contracts government has with Zoomlion for these trucks, because I know that district assemblies already have existing contracts with Zoomlion that are problematic. The implementation has not been as it should be. Manasseh has reported extensively on that. So I wondered whether these trucks are going to be plugging into these existing contracts that are not being poorly enforced, or whether they are going to come along and sign new contracts for them, and who's going to ensure that these trucks do the job, and when they carry the garbage, where are they taking it to? And as you asked. So indeed, I wonder how much closer these trucks will take us to turning Accra, for example, into the cleanest city in Africa. I wonder.
We'll see. Maybe the minister will fill in the blanks with a lot of the things that we are asking this morning. When the ceremony gets underway, we understand what kind of contracts, why is Zoomlion given 500, which districts are going to get it.
Yeah. They say they are targeting the newly created districts.
Are they 500?
No, they certainly are not. But it's not going to be one truck, one district. I think some districts will have more than one truck.
One truck, one district. That's new. Well, stay with us. Ketsi, Awake Purified Water. Cardi will be here with some show business.